This business, who would you say is one of the greatest dub cutters when it comes to cutting dubs in this business?
Babyface.
Hmm.
Babyface. Ricky Trooper. I want to say Musclehead. I like a lot of Saxon dubs.
Hmm.
Some of them I feel like they should have used the original rhythms instead of the knockover versions that they used, because the build over versions didn't really slap as hard as the originals. But Saxon has some nice tune.
Hmm.
And I don't know if it was Black or Dread or whoever else that cut a lot of Coxson's dubs, but Coxsson have some awesome dub. You know what I mean? They got some,
Hmm.
you know. That whole UK sound system culture, we'd have to do a whole nother interview for me to discuss my appreciation for what they do over there.
I could
But
tell that there's something about it that you really love when it comes to UK. Because even somebody like a Josh Shaka, you talk to most people that's in the scene, they've never been to. We all know who Josh Shaka is, and I mean, heard the name forever. But to say they've been to a Josh Shaka dance, no, bro.
yeah, man, it's different. It's different. It's a vibes. It's a vibes. But yeah, dub cutters, the two that stand out: Babyface, Ricky Trooper. Honorable mention to DJ Mark, wicked dub voicer as well. Redman from Poison Art. Let's be honest here. You know, I'm gonna throw my sound in there. You know, cause I sound bad. You know what I mean? So yeah, Redman. Dapplate is another good dub voicer as well, in a sense. But yeah. As far as like, yeah, the first two names is Trooper and Babyface.
Okay, so then when you're saying Trooper and Babyface, was there a dub that you said, okay, you heard this dub here that said, okay, fuck it, these guys are the greatest right here? If there was a dub that Trooper played on Gyro or Sound Trooper days, or Face had played where he said, fuck, bro, these guys.
Let's start with Gyro. Have you ever heard their Garnet Silk collection?
Boss.
You ever heard that disgusting make a joyful noise cut that Gyro has? Like when you play the song, when the dub plays, especially on a big sound, you have goosebumps on your arms when you listen to it. Like, I can't even explain to you what kind of vibe Garnet Silk was on at that point in time. Yeah. Trooper. You know, what was respect to the sound and the selector. We can't play their music. You know what I mean? So,
listen, but that dub, if you remember, that dub is basically all bass, you know, bar. From it
that point. That was the first time you heard that version of that real rock rhythm. I have the actual version with the drums in it, and it sounds completely different than that version. To this day, it's known as the Gyro Real Rock. Now Babyface. Oof, where do I even begin? You start talking about these Brown medleys like Dennis Brown, Barry Brown, Hugh Brown on one song. You know what I'm saying? You start talking about, you know, like you're not even gonna mention the Bunty Mega Mix. That's another one in particular. But
that was like 30 years ahead of its time. Because remember, there was no real digital, like no MPCs available at that time there when he was doing that stuff there.
He would do it on a 4-track. He would do it on a 4-track, bro. You know what I'm saying? You put the original tracks and then you bounce them to one track. You open up 3 more and that man's a different level of genius, yo. Big up Lion Face, though. You'll never hear. There'll never be a point in time where I do an interview and not big that man up. But yeah, Trooper and Lion Face, and that's just quick examples. We can do a whole 1.5 hour interview on just their genius alone. You know, like that's easy.
Because you have a way of articulating things the way that we all see it and know it that way, you know. But it's not until somebody puts it into a box where you say, hold on, you know what? I've never seen it that way. Or, okay, I understand why I like it. Or, okay, I understand why that sounds good.
Yeah. Yes. Because I'm a nerd, bro. Like, let's be honest.
You study it differently.
Yeah, I'm a nerd, man. I'm a cool nerd, but I'm a nerd. So You know, but no, in all jokes aside, like, yeah, man, that man, that genius just different when it comes to cutting dubs, man. Like, you know, like I said, Redman is another one, man. I listen to some of them dubs in Poison Art Box where, you know, even Trooper himself will tell you, and anybody else who's willing to listen, that enough of the rhythm them where him use to cut jar or dub a Poison Art and get the rhythm them from. You know what I'm saying? So he'll tell you that. As a matter of fact, I got a video receipt of that. So, you know, anybody who wants to question it, I'm pointing right here at the camera. I got something for you. Sorry.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.